Hey, yo, oh no, episode. Caesar, you do not know what episode it is.
270.
No, it is Oito.
80?
268.
Oh my God. How's it not 70 yet?
Yeah, 268. We made a podcast every week for 5 years plus. We have done this podcast. I think this might be our 300th upload, actually. Let me double check right now. Let me check because it might be. Oh no, this will be the 299th upload. But episode 268, we made a podcast. We're back in the building. Caesar, please look, if you happen to be listening to this in Taiwan, please go to the YouTube channel and look at Caesar's brand new hair, honey.
I got to keep the show interesting somehow.
This is true.
This drives up our YouTube views by one.
Hopefully.
We'll
That'd be
go from
great.
3 views to 4.
That'd be great.
If we get an
Actually,
average of 5, that'd be sweet.
episode
5 views would really be some that's our goal, y'all. New milestone, 5 views. Come on now. Push it to
the
5.
the
Push it to
clip
5.
the clip I posted about what's his name boycotting the Philip Lahm boycotting the World Cup. That one got some views. That one got some views randomly.
Yeah, by some nationalists.
But anyway, today, episode 268, we're going to talk about the Champions League group stage draw. And if we have some time after that, we will talk about some transfers that happened recently and some rumors, because obviously we still got rumors happening. But Caesar, let's get into the Champions League group stage draw. Want to just start Group A and go all the way down?
Let's do it.
And I got some questions after. But Caesar, Group A, we got Ajax, Liverpool. Okay, how about your first response? Tell me if you're excited for the group or not, and then talk about it. Okay, Group A, Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers.
I'll be skipping those.
Not excited?
No, Rangers and Napoli in the same group is just an anti-watch for me. I'm protesting Napoli right now
Why is that?
because that president with no rock with Africans.
Oh
I'm
yeah, that's
protesting
right. I
that. I'm sorry.
forgot. Yeah,
You can't be that outwardly racist. It's a little too much, dog.
I remember Napoli and Liverpool being in the same group a few years ago. Um, and like Napoli like had a chance, but they just couldn't pull it. I feel like that was when they had those black jerseys.
Bernadeschi out there turning up on Toronto.
Yeah, I seen him score a couple goals. I mean,
I'm like, this is way too easy.
I don't know why you bring it up.
I don't know. It's just
That's racist. Actually, that's racist.
I guess I was thinking about little man.
Oh, Insigne.
Yeah, they're on the same team. I have no idea about that.
It's because you're racist. I feel like Ajax versus Liverpool might be a lit match though. Like on the low, I feel like Ajax. Well, based on what I saw from Liverpool against Man U, I don't know what their injury situation will be like.
Ajax is done for this year. They're gonna get stomped out.
They're not playing well this year.
They're not gonna play good this year. No,
Not even with Anthony.
no, he's not the dude to be the reason you take over. I mean, Anthony's really good, but he's very young, and they were really good because they had beat good players like Holler out there, and you know, of course the captain Tadic is out there, but you know the certified baller from but that team like there's a lot of upheaval with that roster. I don't think they're gonna do good.
I mean, I'm looking at their record. They're 3-0. They scored 10 goals
In where in Netherlands?
Okay, but hold on. But Caesar, hold on.
They played like some team called Williamsburg the second. What is that?
Okay, but Caesar, can I just say this really fast?
What?
They have scored 10 goals in 3 matches.
Last season they scored 80 goals or something. I'm not impressed by that. I'm talking about in Champions League, not in our league.
Okay, but they haven't started Champions League yet.
But you're talking about the group. You said, are they going to do good? I said no.
No, I'm just saying against Liverpool.
Oh no, I think they're going to lose.
I mean, Liverpool's midfield is bad. I don't know what their injury situation is going to be like by that time. But the midfield, like I haven't seen 3 white dudes in Liverpool's midfield in a long time. They started Milner.
Yeah.
Milner, Henderson, and the other young white dude.
Oh, Harvey Elliott.
Yeah. Although when Carvalho came in, he was
mad. I know his full name.
Yeah, me too. Although when Carvalho came in, he was turned up. Actually,
Carvalho's really good. I like him a lot.
he was wild, and I was like, why in the hell did you just start him? Just because he looks like a
Yeah,
child?
yeah, that's a young Portuguese. He's a future Portuguese baller right there. That was a good one.
I might watch a Liverpool Ajax depending on what other matches are on, just because I like to see how Liverpool handles Ajax. Ajax always
I just
plays
don't
good.
like watching Trent play unless he's crossing the ball, and he has really nice crosses.
He's
I
lame.
know you don't want to throw him any love because
No,
he has like dreads that looks like you put his hair on the ground and someone stepped on, like he like stepped on it with like a flat iron. I think someone's like flat iron his dreads, like with the iron, and like that's what the other race does. But yeah, defensively he's woeful. Like it's embarrassing. This man's a professional on defense. It's pretty insane. I'm like, you can just tell your coach you don't like playing fullback. It's okay. You look like you want to play winger. Just play winger, dog.
a winger defends more than him. Okay, let's
Yeah,
get to,
if any plays way more defense than Trent. Dog.
yeah. Okay, let's get into Group B. We got Porto, Atleti, Leverkusen, and Club Brugge.
I'd rather watch that than the first group.
You're tripping. We're just gonna skip this one. I mean, we're not even gonna talk about that group. Um,
Leverkusen got that French baller though, Diaby.
Caesar, come on, dog. He's no Nkunku.
He's really good.
He's okay.
He's a
But
baller.
he did get a call up or two.
He's a
Okay,
baller.
Group C. I think this is the group of death. We got Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Victoria Pilsen of the Czech Republic.
That's a lit group. Obviously, I'm a big Victoria fan from Brazil. Big Victoria Pfizer fan. So I hope they pull it off. But nah, that's a turned up group. I'm definitely gonna be watching those games. Inter's probably gonna bottle it. They do every year. They're the professional bottlers. They should just give them free passes to Europa League. Why are they even going Champions League? They don't know what to do there.
Caesar, that one time they didn't even go into Champions League. They just went out of the whole. I mean, they
Yeah,
didn't
they
go to
finished
Europa.
fourth and they finished
Yeah,
out of everything.
they just
They
went
can go to
home.
Conference League this year, though.
Yeah, they just went
Hey,
home and won the league
I'm a bigger fan of Conference League than Champions League, to be honest.
on the low. But I mean, what do you think? Like, I feel like it's hard to say. I mean, Inter is a wild card, but between Bayern and Barcelona, who's that?
Kid
The
Cudi tour. I went to the Kid Cudi
uh,
concert.
okay, all right. We can talk about that at some point. I think it's my one last night. Um, but I think between Bayern and Barca, it's going to be hard. Like, it's hard to tell right now, like who's the better team. You know what I mean? Like Barcelona. I mean, Bayern is playing without a traditional center forward. They got Mane up there. They're playing well. I watched them play against. I
Bayern's
watched
a
them.
good team.
Yeah, they're good. I watched them play a little bit. I forgot what team that was, but they destroyed them. But
Aren't they the only one of two teams right now? Major League's like undefeated, whatever, in Major League.
I'm not
Them
sure.
and what's it called? Are undefeated. Them and
PSG's undefeated.
PSG. Yeah, they both are tied for gold. I think 21 or something like that, or something like that, or some crazy number.
That's crazy.
Because they
But
both had 7-0 games or 7-1 games.
yeah, I do feel like, but I mean, watching Barcelona last match, they looked a lot better. And I feel like by the end of the transfer window, they'll kind of be a bit more settled.
I think it's disgusting that Barcelona had a friendly last night. What was that about? Or 2 nights ago?
Uh,
Like,
okay, Caesar, hold on. It was for charity.
oh, okay.
Yeah, there
What
was
was
like
that about?
they pulled up kids in wheelchairs before the match. So I need you to
Why
chill
don't Why don't they do it in the summer? Why'd they do it in the middle of the season?
out. Caesar, they pulled the kids out in wheelchairs before the match, dog. I need you to chill. I need
I'm a
you to chill.
socialist. I don't believe in charity.
You don't believe in wheelchairs?
I believe in wheelchairs. What the hell? I'm a socialist. I don't believe in charity.
Okay, well, socialists believe in charities, in charity.
No, they believe that the government should supply all that. We shouldn't have to pay for that.
Okay, well, maybe the government has something to do with it. You have no idea, but you do
Okay,
have your
friendly defender. Goddamn. Okay,
you do have your Hassan necklace on, so I see where you're going here.
here we go.
Yeah. But what do you think? Like, do you feel like Bayern is clear of Barca or not really?
Yeah, I think they're clear of Barca. I don't like to give teams that are unproven credit. The Barca hasn't proven anything to me. I mean, what you had a rout against Sociedad? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, give you flowers?
Well,
I'm sorry.
who's
Like,
Bayern played? Who's Bayern played?
Bayern still has like 90% of the roster. I'm gonna still believe that. The only big change they had was Lewandowski.
That's a big deal.
No, it's a big deal, but that team has always systematically plugged in strikers and they've had good numbers. They've rotated before Lewandowski, they had Mario Gomez. They've always like rotated people in that position because Bayern's such a system team that you're able to put like a not saying bad, but like even Choupo-Moting was kind of getting cracking a little bit over there up top. Like
They're playing
if you're
Mane.
good, obviously if you're elite, you're gonna shine. But
They,
if you're good, you're gonna have opportunities to score. And Mane is not a horrible replacement. He can
no,
do
he's
his
good.
thing.
He,
And out of all those wingers they have, he's the one that's most versatile in terms of position wise. He can play in the middle. He can play a false nine. He can play left, right, and I think that's the scheme they're going for. I think they're Bayern's kind of doing that Chelsea scheme where no real central guy, but a bunch of attackers up front that can like cause problems.
the last match, if I'm not mistaken, they did start Coman, Sane, Mueller, and Mane. And
Yeah,
Mane was definitely playing more central. So I feel like that's what they're gonna go with. Like,
kind of like that. It's not Tuchel did it when he won the English player, where he kind of had
well,
just like up like Havertz up there and all those cams and wingers, and it just causes chaos for a team on counters and stuff too.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like watching Barcelona, the last match, they did seem a lot better than that first match.
Agreed. It looked like a good team. I'm not doubting
Yeah,
that.
no, they look like a good team. I feel like
I just want to see more.
yeah,
Obviously, like I
no,
want to see more. And that I think the biggest advantage Bayern has over Barcelona is once again Barcelona does all the things to address what they don't necessarily need. And when they finally sign the guy, they can't register him. They needed to address their defensive issues, and they still don't have a replacement fullback that's playing right now. And they're still running Eric Garcia starting right now with Araujo. That's a liability. Like that's not a positive that they did on defensively.
they're playing Araujo at right back.
Yeah,
With,
they're looking insane. They're desperate for a right back, but they spent 160 mil up on the up front. So
yeah.
I
No,
think
I
anytime you build a team, you want to build back to front. I think personally. So yeah,
we'll see if they'll get Kunde before then. I'm sure they will because they just get given everything. I don't really know about Inter. I haven't watched them play yet this season, and they just don't really do well in Champions League generally. But I mean, I don't. Let's see how they're doing. I mean, your Serie A C's on the low, but
I haven't watched a Serie A game this season yet.
okay, they're 2-0. They're undefeated. They scored 5 goals, only gave up one. Um, so they're doing their thing
They
so
still
far.
have Korea or what?
To South Korea. I'm not sure.
The
Yeah, they
Argentinian
do. They
baller?
do. They do. He scored last match.
He's baller.
Um, okay, but I mean,
Remember when he was getting it cracking on Sevilla? He was so good.
yeah, they beat. Okay, well, their two matches were against Lecce and Spezia. So
Like.
Caesar, like I swear to God, like the Serie A, like half them teams look like I've never even heard of those teams. Like
I
it's
think it's kind of cool.
like I'm like, did they like let
A
eight
whole
teams?
bunch of teams like Udinese, a bunch of teams got hella relegated over the last 3 years. The consistent teams got hella relegated, dog. That COVID rocked Italy
Well,
hard.
Udinese still there, but there's some other teams like who is that? But
Oh, like the one with Zeus jerseys.
I don't know.
The team Ribery play for is insane. They got their sponsor Zeus.
Shit,
I'm like, that's kind of lit.
taking it way back. Okay, let's get to Group D. Group D, this is the most Europa League team, group, but don't sleep because it's Eintracht Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. So, of course, I'm going to be looking at
I'm
this.
been watching, but damn, there's some rough games in there. God.
Like, I would not watch it if it wasn't Marseille. If it was like any other team in there, I would not watch.
Yeah.
But like, that's going to be rough to even watch those Marseille matches. I would rather watch Marseille play Lorient than these teams.
This is like not cool. I'd rather watch all Marseille Ligue games than any of these Champions League games. Like this is
Yeah.
rough.
This is very rough. I agree, and I hate watching.
Yeah, ugly. I hate watching Tottenham play so much too.
Hate
I've watched probably the most Premier League in my entire life the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm
So
done. I'm
much
done.
Prem, so much Prem, and the one team that I've watched and be like, I can't do this anymore is Tottenham. I can't watch this.
I'm done. Like I feel like I'm not gonna watch an EPL match for a very long time.
I'm not done, but I'm definitely over.
I'm done for a minute, dog.
I'm
I'm
not.
like,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
you're over here on a Tuesday watching PSV versus some Israeli team or something, or Rangers, like you're wilding yourself.
Caesar, I'm just a Rangers hater. That's why.
Yeah. You're watching Rangers out of spite. That's what
Yeah,
you're
literally. And then they beat and then they won. Pissed me off.
spite watching Rangers.
Yeah, and I'm like, dog, come on, dude. Um, okay, let's get into Group E. You got your boys AC Milan, Chelsea, Red Bull Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb.
That's a good group.
That's a decent group. That on the
Yeah,
low,
I like
that's a
that.
solid group
Dynamo's always a sleeper team to play
for
against.
sure.
Those Ukrainian teams are always really
But
dangerous.
they're Croatian.
Sorry, that's correct. That's a Croatian team that's always really dangerous.
More racism.
Yeah. So
Also, Red Bull Salzburg is no slouch.
no, I mean they did also lose a lot of players, but they still have what's his name? Souls Lobby, whatever. He's a baller. Is that him? Or is he on Leipzig?
I don't know, dog. You digging deep.
No, he's a baller though. He's a cam. He was the one that they remember that game that PSG lost against Leipzig.
Okay.
He was the one that scored that penalty, and Neymar walked up to him and said, like, don't miss or whatever. Like, he's a baller.
I mean, you deep, dog. You got the purple hair, dog. You on hard. Yeah, oh, okay. Here you go. I can't mention it. Is it lavender? My bad. Oh my god. You gotta be proud if you're gonna rock it, dog. You gotta have pride.
Oh my god.
What do you? I mean, can you say something about Milan and Chelsea?
Yeah. I don't like Chelsea this year. They're not like really fun to watch. They look like they're having a hard time. They had a 3-3, right? Again. No, they lost to my boys. Big Leeds pulled it off. I called it before the season. I said, I think Ericsson's gonna turn up. I was watching that game. I think he's probably one of the fastest players in Premier League. He looks insane out there. Like he was making Koulibaly look 48. It was insane. He would like run literally in a circle around him, and like Koulibaly's like turn around all weird. I'm like, you have no hips, dog. Koulibaly's a baller, but it's a different speed in Premier League than Italy, dog.
Honestly, I said that too. I was like, look,
that's a rough transition. You're no Rudiger, my friend. You're no Rudiger.
Caesar, I remember, I would never forget this. I remember Napoli versus Barcelona Champions League. Granted, it was messy, but Koulibaly got the ball, like he's like in his own 18-yard box. Messi comes from behind him, steals the ball off of him, and then Koulibaly trying to get back and fouls him, a red card foul, but it happened to be in the box. So it's a penalty. I'm like, dog,
It couldn't have been a worse scenario. I'd rather you let the goal go in. Because at least you're still in the game.
You should have just kicked it.
You also gave him a PK and you a red card, so you're out of the game and you're out of the next game. Just give him the fucking goal.
Okay, let me take it back. I don't know if he got a red card, but for sure, Koulibaly in Italy was a baller.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, like that's
the place. Went to like Germany or so. You should have went to Bayern or something.
Yeah, like that's the place where you ball out if you got some skills.
Like any game you're watching, like they're like getting after it out here. Like any game, like all the games. I mean, even last season, I was watching like Leeds lose hella games. I'm like, they're really trying. That Newcastle game, Newcastle was lit, dog. I was like, calm down against Man City. Jesus Christ.
Caesar, like the thing is with Italy, like you can almost feel that in Italy they don't want to play like that. They're almost like, no, calm down. Like, but in England, it's just like, it's a war, dude. Like
England, like there's a lot of similarities when I watch like sometimes like an England game, and I was watch like a French game. I'm like, they're just going like here. These games are starting. I think that's why some players have so much success coming over because it's like it's still that pace. But I like a team like it's gonna be rough, and I think Chelsea's trying to figure out themselves too. I think they really need Auba. If they get Auba,
then they'll be better.
What happens? I give them a really good chance because having Sterling is good. Like Sterling almost had a couple goals too, but they're missing that connector of the front line.
They need somebody in the middle.
So much talent there that they're not able to get away with what they used to. So they need that connector. And Auba would be an excellent piece for that team.
So do you think Milan's going to run the group?
I think Milan can come out on top. Milan looks fantastic. Literally, in my opinion, they look amazing. Like I think that not even having Ibra is a good thing too. And I think Origi, they have a deep front line with Origi and Giroud. Like that's a lot of different pieces and kind of strikers you can throw at teams. And they have a solid back line as well. I think it's a good team. So I think it's like I think Milan I could see Chelsea low key. If they don't get something, it could be problems.
They're saying Rafael Leao might leave,
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of teams are interested in,
especially
Italy's kind of
Chelsea.
broke, so that's a lot of value.
Yeah, they're saying Chelsea might want him.
It's like I think ever since they signed like a couple strikers now, there's like this burst of like spending money on strikers. We just saw what happened with Newcastle paying 70 million for my boy, the Eritrean legend. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that there's gonna be some moves happening right before the window, and if Leão goes, Milan's gonna be it's gonna be rough, dog. Because that man he's such a difference maker. He's one of those big, fast wingers that like he changes the game for you. And any team he goes on, he's instant impact, no matter what. I just don't know where he's gonna go.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into Group F. We got Real Madrid facing a Europa League group. We got Real Madrid, Red Bull Leipzig, Shakhtar, and Celtic.
Oh man, hope it's Real Madrid Celtic advancing. That'd be awesome.
That'd be really great. I doubt it.
I'm cheering for. I'm just excited to be able to watch more Celtic games.
Yeah, me too. They used to I remember
They will kind of turn up a little. Denver, some of those they would kind of get it. They sneak one in a couple.
They do be getting their ass whooped and
well, the best part is just watching their home games. Those fans are buck wild.
Oh yeah, they're definitely.
I'd love to go to one day. That'd be fun as hell.
They're definitely gonna burn an Israeli flag. But I feel like Real Madrid should come out on top, and probably Red Bull Leipzig too. But you never know with Shakhtar.
Leipzig is a dangerous team. They just got their boy back. Thomas. No, the winger from Chelsea. He just scored over the weekend.
Timo Werner. Yeah,
Timo Werner just scored over the weekend. Back in Germany, he's feeling real comfortable. So we'll see what happens. Leipzig has had a they like to be the sleeper team and a dark horse a lot in these tournaments. So
they've done it
before too. PSG. They've done it before in the past. You never know they can sneak up on you, and they have like a lot of random talent like that that can just come out there. They have the Korean dude that plays for Wolves last season.
He went there.
Hong Chan or something. He was really good, dog.
They did it to Man U last year.
Yeah, so you never know. That's it. There's even though there's a BAM calls it a Europa League group, Real Madrid, they cannot be caught sleeping with some of these teams, and Real Madrid always tends to fall asleep on that first one and stress me to fuck
out. For real. Okay, let's go to Group G. We got some strong matchups here. We got Manchester City, Sevilla, BVB, and Copenhagen.
Oh, Holland going back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Man City, this is your group to win. I know it's interesting, but like you got to win this. Like Man City did some phenomenal signings. And everybody wants to talk about how Newcastle did against Man City. I want to give Man City credit for battling back and making it 3-3. It's always good when you get the tie result. I think it would be more scary if they were up 3-0 than it ended up being 3-3 and Newcastle 3. But if you fight back down 3-1 deficit in the first half, that's super impressive to me. So I want to give Man City that's showing early grit and determination. I think even Pep said it afterwards. I think he's like, these games are important because it shows that what we can get done when we play our game. Like those games are really big because you go in the locker room being like, come on, y'all, we almost had that. Like, good work. Like you feel at least a little bit better knowing that you fought for that result.
For sure. And that shows a lot for Pep Guardiola too.
Yeah. Holland got a goal in, like, and it was just like, it was a lot of grit in that one. And honestly, they could have won by more. Like they create really good opportunities. Gordon had like some two shots that were just insane saves by the Newcastle goalie. So that's their group to win. They have your boy Alvarez coming off the bench, and every time he comes off the bench, he has energy, dog, and he sprints like that man can run. I didn't know he was like that fast. Like he was out there getting it cracking. So it's a dangerous team, dog. If they stay healthy, who knows what can happen.
Seriously. Sevilla BVB, it's kind of hard to tell. BVB's been kind of shaky.
Sevilla is not looking too amazing this year. I was like watching them last they just recently played somebody on the weekend. Who they play?
Who, Sevilla?
Yeah. They played somebody I was watching. I was like,
you know what? Actually, no, I did watch I watched when Isco came in.
I watched Isco game. They look kind of
I feel like they look decent, but
I don't think you're gonna really get it cracking with El Nasiri up top. I'm like,
okay, well, he had a good season last year, but You always got a chance with the Campos. He's
True.
really good.
Lucas,
He's good. You got Isco.
you
You
know he's
got
he's a little insane. I was like,
you,
yo, what was going on last game?
you got Papu Gum. I think Sevilla has a decent team. I think like right now, I'm thinking of them more than BVB. BVB is looking kind of shaky, but BVB does have a solid team. It's
BVB
just
looked
that
really shaky, and who knows what the result was going to happen with Holler and his cancer results. So hopefully he's able to get through that. And
he's not playing this year.
yeah, it sucks because they're really going to count on that young dude they got from
They got
Salzburg,
no, they got
Adeyemi.
no, they got what's that guy's name? Molde or Monte or something like that.
Yeah, the Dutch dude. You
No,
don't like him.
is he French or Dutch?
Merton. He's Dutch.
No, there was some other guy they got.
Yeah, Daniel. Something.
Oh, I feel like he might be injured right now, but
Yeah, he's good too, but you don't like him though.
no, I don't. What's the guy's? I think it's like Anthony Modeste or something like that.
Oh, Modeste. Yeah.
Yeah,
He French? He's French. He's French. I used to think he was German. But yeah, he's French.
he's played out
Modeste.
there for a long time.
Yeah. He's been loaned out a few times too. I remember that. But yeah, he's out there in that team. Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
they needed could have really used Hall. I think he would have been a really good addition to that team. But now they're using him, and they have that young kid Adeyemi who's like a young German like prospect. So
I think with BVB it's mostly defensively. They got some issues.
you see Royce's comments
What do you say?
about BB. He's like, it's basically he's like, oh, it sucks that like we continuously just keep acquiring young players that have intentions of moving on afterwards, but we're never able to get anybody who wants to make a career out of being at BVB. He's like, it just sucks.
Well, they got some veteran players. I mean,
Yeah, but players have gone and come back. Even he's saying like he just wishes like there was more players that like good players that want to come. They're not just like future talent. Like he wishes like they had talent to compete with like Bayern, like oh Bayern signed this, but we also signed this. And I said that years ago about them letting Lewandowski go. I'm like, that sucks. You had a Champions League final run and you destroyed Real Madrid in one legs. It's like you just give this whole team up.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I feel like in their midfield and their forward line, they do have some really good players, but just defensively, it's rough for them. But we'll see. I mean, they never know what happens. Last group H, PSG, Juve, Benfica, and the Israeli team Maccabi Haifa.
boo. Yeah, I hope he pulls it off. I just want to see Neymar continuing his good form. He's been
So you like
balling.
him now? You like him now?
I like him. Yeah, I like him when he's playing good and not like an idiot. So I like that.
Jesus.
And he's really funny on Instagram right now, so I'm really appreciating that.
I feel like Juve is not gonna make it. I feel like they're gonna be in
Juve's
Europa.
gonna be second.
I think that I don't think so.
I mean, you've watched 0 Juve games in 3 years, but
That's
Juve's also
that's
about
that's
to sign
funny.
Paredes.
That's
Paredes
very
about to sign Paredes is a good signing.
that's very rich from you because I did watch their last match and it was
Oh, so your
poor.
first game in 3 years.
It was poor. It was very poor.
They're a rough team.
They look pedestrian, and I feel like any team that comes at Juve with some energy, you have a chance. You got. I'm not sold on Vlahovic. Like I like Square, but he's a bit older now. The midfield is rough. You got Rabiot, Morata's whatever. It's really not that dynamic of a team watching them. It's very pedestrian.
And also, what's his name? The coach.
Allegri,
Allegri plays a very
who kind of sucks now?
who.
Alexandro.
Yeah, no. Do you know how old he is? You know he's like 33, right?
I'm just saying he's kind of rough.
Yeah, of course he sucks. He's ancient. This man's 33.
I would say you call him
He's
ancient.
been playing at Juve for like 9 years now.
It's rough, dog.
When he went to Juve, like we literally kind of were starting to watch soccer. He's been there forever, dog.
Yeah, I remember he used to rock the
Man,
turtleneck.
he was during the Marcelo era. It's over.
I mean, he's 31.
He's definitely not 31. I know Brazilian passports. He's 33. That man is ancient. But yeah, it's Allegri also plays a very boring ball too. So it's like they're not doing a lot for themselves. Free King, dog. Get him off that damn team. Get King back in France, dog. Come on now.
I think that they're gonna go in Europa League. I could see Benfica coming out second.
Conference League Juve, dog.
I watched Benfica in a couple of their
They just scored. David Nair scored last week this weekend.
yeah, I watched them was it Europa qualifiers or no, I guess it was Champions League qualifiers then. Yeah, I watched them play. I forgot what teams it was. They weren't like some amazing teams from what I remember, but they looked pretty good. I
Yeah,
could
they
see
have another young Portuguese baller coming up. I think his name is like Neto or something or Jota.
they got some good players. And you know who's
He's
there
like a
doing
little Cam. He's a baller, dog.
you know who's there doing his thing? Joao Mario.
Oh yeah, Jean Mario. Jean Mario is still that dude. He can still get it cracking. I've
Oh,
always really liked Jean Mario. He's super
for sure.
balanced.
It was fun watching the like they looked good, and actually Otamendi scored on the corner too.
Why, that's the only thing I don't. I can't. I'm protesting Benfica this year. They still got that demon.
but the thing about Joao Mario is like, I mean, the subtle things that I love in a player is like every pass he controls it well, and he's looking to make a pass, a
2 footed.
he's 2 foot. He's looking to make a positive pass, and he's like he's putting his head up, like he's not afraid, you know.
When I used to watch Hella Inter, I was like, damn, he's so solid out there. Like
Yeah,
he looks like he. I'm like he damn near looks like a winger sometimes. He just plays so well. Like he's so smooth with the ball.
like for real. Let me
No
see
wonder he still
who
gets call ups. He's such a good player still.
Dynamo Kiev. That's who they're playing. They beat them 5-0 in aggregate.
God damn.
Yeah, they were killing them. It was
No,
crazy.
yeah, Benfica has a good mix of veterans, and they have like really good young fast players. And like I said, they have like some young players like David Dennis over there getting it cracking.
Yeah, he scored. Yeah, that was him who scored against
Yeah,
too.
I hope he's on a mission to prove himself because I was always saying that I think he got played out the most during the golden Ajax era where everybody was getting moved. He got played out by no one picking him up, and he just stayed at Ajax. He's a phenomenal talent. He used to destroy Real Madrid too in that team.
I remember. Well, I do remember what you said about him. Well, what you speculated about why he didn't move, but it's okay. But that's all the groups. Caesar, I have a question. We got four Italian teams: Napoli, Inter, Juve, and AC Milan. How many of those teams do you think will advance?
I kind of it's tough to ask me that before August 31st,
No,
but
dude, we're in media. You got to speculate.
one,
That's 7 minutes.
one,
Damn, which one? AC Milan?
that's the best chance.
Shoot. I
Italy
mean,
looks rough this year.
no, you're right. That's probably the best chance. Okay, another question. Oh, okay. This is one thing I observed, or two things. There's no Turkish teams, but we got an Israeli team.
Ooh.
Sadly, we got two French teams and two Scottish teams. Like, damn, France, come on, dog.
How are we gonna let two Scottish teams in? What the hell?
Celtic and Rangers are both in, and we only got two French teams because Monaco couldn't beat PSV.
God damn it. How many
Okay,
Dutch teams are in three?
I think just one, just Ajax.
What about PSV?
No, they lost to Rangers.
Oh my god, dude. Come
And
on.
Ajax only got in. Well, they got in without having to go through qualifiers because Real Madrid won the double.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take back. I forgot that Ajax picked up that Steven West Coast Bergwin, whatever. Steven
Oh
from
yeah, he scored.
Tottenham.
I seen him score
Yeah,
too.
West Coast, throw it up. He's a baller, dog. Yeah, they might actually get it cracking. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
definitely straight out of Los Angeles right there.
Okay. In our last few minutes, let's talk about some of the transfers and rumors. We had your boy. I mean, I've never seen so much fanfare for this guy ever in my life. I'm like, y'all just it's like y'all just discovered this player almost. Casemiro to Manchester United, 51 million pounds.
I I don't know why you're being so weird about this, but I think that's really great.
We weird how?
I love Casemiro a lot, and
Yeah, I do too. But
okay. Just don't be so negative. A little bit.
okay,
Calm
Caesar,
down.
I'm not talking about Casemiro. I'm talking about the media.
I
Like
know.
they never talk about him, but he's going to Man U. They're talking about him so much.
Of course, they're because what do you think? They're fickle people. What do you expect? Um, Casemiro is an absolute legend. I actually got emotional watching his goodbye. It was so cute. He was addressing the reporters by the first name, and Ancelotti was crying. He was talking. I thought it was like really adorable. I've watched Casemiro since my research is watching soccer. He's been it the whole time. Absolute legend. One of my favorite videos of times ever is when he scored that.
Legend.
Okay, dude, we're done. All right, we're done here. Yeah, I think Bam. At least what me and Bam said prior that I think that'd be a good addition to Man U.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then when people
Maybe.
were trolling it, and they were like, "What?" I was like, "That actually might be a good ass signing." And I
Yeah.
think that's great. I think he's a perfect example of a switch play center block CDM. And I think that he'll provide that grit they want. He's going to be providing some hilarious videos of him missing tackles and hurting people. And I cannot wait to see that. Like, I cannot wait to see him getting red cards. It's going to be so great.
I mean, let's keep it real. In that midfield, Casemiro is the worst one
Where?
in the Real Madrid midfield.
Yeah, but it's like the best midfield on the planet. What kind of, why are you being
I'm just
negative
doing this
about it?
because you were yelling at me, so now I got to talk shit about Casemiro. No, I'm joking.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, big love to Case Myro, as Bam calls
No,
him.
I
Big
love
love.
Casemiro. I love all his nose jobs he's gotten.
Yeah.
And don't try to say anything because you did agree with me eventually. You
I do
did.
agree with you. He did.
Yeah. He's getting a crack at that Janet Jackson nose.
Anything else you want to do? Are you done with the media hate campaign? Jesus
Nah,
Christ.
because I am the one trying to stand up for Casemiro. We made a podcast is the ones actually watching him. But I remember actually who was that? What's the black dude? I think it was like Micah. Was it Micah Richards?
Mhm.
He was like talking so much shit about Casemiro, but like this past Champions League, and you know who else was? I think it was
Cara.
no, you know who it was? Bobo Vieri, like a few years
Oh,
ago. He was like saying like Casemiro, and like they were like, no, like he's good, but he like never watched it. But anyway, no, I'm happy for him, and hopefully he's getting paid a lot more. Eric Bailly on loan, Marseille. I like it.
that's a great move. They needed help back there. We were talking about it sucks they didn't really get any replacements for a lot of their center backs and defenders leaving. Love that. Eric Bailly is also one of the most hilarious players ever. He does some wild stuff sometimes. Like he was using Zlatan's cane as a machine gun towards people. That was hilarious. Yeah, no, Eric Bailly, it's a dope move. Marseille, good move right there.
I honestly don't understand like why he couldn't get.
I wish they got him and Umtiti. That'd be so cool.
I don't understand why he couldn't get burned at Man U. He was literally their best center back, and they just would not start him. It was
Him
weird.
and Vron would have been a great partnership.
Seriously,
They don't even know, honestly. That would have been a great partnership.
for
He
real.
was so good in AFCON.
He's so good at like remember Villarreal. He's insane, but
Yeah.
and his first season at Man U is really good too. But
Literally, Villarreal, he was a shutdown machine. It was
yeah,
ridiculous.
and his first season at Man U is really good too. Crazy. Umtiti is going to Lecce on loan. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know if Barcelona did that to him or what.
And they're also paying 100% of his wages. I don't even understand.
I literally, I'm like, I remember when Umtiti was so good at Lyon and his first season at Barcelona. He was so good. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I missed the celebration. He had that celebration, the pause one. Oh no! Oh no, MTT! Oh no, girl!
He might dye his hair purple next. Also, stupid. Also, we got Deli Ali going to Besiktas.
Yikes! Deli Ali with the big belly out there. I saw him out there running. I was like, "Yo, you been eating good?" And he means Turkish sweets is dangerous, dog. Keep away from the Turkish sweets.
What a bum! I just never get over Mourinho telling him like, "I know you're lazy," and he's just like laughing. I'm like, I would never ever.
Mourinho's sitting in front of a camera telling me that like basically I need to work harder and I'm lazy. I'm literally like, either you cut that from the show or I'm out of here, dog.
Well, I'm not mad at like if he's lazy, he's lazy. But like, why even have?
Why is this funny?
Yeah, like damn, you're a professional. And last but not least, in our last 45 seconds, you're telling me Cavani to Valencia.
Yes, Cavani to Valencia. I hope that move goes through. I want to see Cavani rocking the bats, represent big Valencia. With Bam's least favorite midfielder, Carlos Soler, who I think is a baller. Bam thinks he's dead regular. Yeah, you don't like that. You don't like Carlos Soler, dog. You don't like Carlos Soler.
I don't know where that came.
You don't like Carlos Solar Panel. You don't like.
I have no idea where that came from.
You don't like.
He's gonna cut off, but I do remember him playing right back before, and I was really confused about that. But I do like Carlos Soler actually, and Jose Gaya. I hope that happens. I do miss seeing him play. But
Jose Gaya